I just ran up the stairs. Hang on a minute. Hello, welcome back to another video. Right, I have been away for a few weeks only because I think I lost a bit of motivation, and surprisingly I haven't been at work, but I have been really busy. Doing what? Who knows? But yeah, so I haven't been bothering with any videos. Also, since I started, I don't have many views anyway, but the view count's gone down, so please share this. Share the videos. Just for the awareness, really. I'm just trying to like boost, you know, boost that awareness for aplastic anemia, any blood diseases, and just in hope that things like this would help, well, anybody really. Okay, so subscribe to the channel, and yeah, try and share my videos if, you know, you don't have to, but it would really help others as well as me. Okay, right, so in today's video, oh, let me get rid of, remove him a minute. Right, there we go. In today's video, I'm going to be chatting about what you should include in a hospital bag if you've been admitted into hospital. So I'm first going to go through all the things that I took into hospital when I went in for 3 weeks, when I knew I was going to be in for a long time. And then I'm also going to include at the end what you should pack as like an emergency bag, just in case you need it like quick and go. So it's ready for you to just go if you need to go into hospital in a hurry. So that's what this video is going to be about. So hopefully it can help more people, more than just, you know, aplastic anemia patients, because a lot of people go into hospital for different reasons. So yeah. Right, so this is the bag that I took. Okay, it's when I knew I was going into Cardiff, I knew I was going to go in for 3-4 weeks. You know, I wasn't sure, but I know it'd be a long time. So I needed a big bag. I didn't want to take a suitcase because I was like, oh, I don't want to be one of them with a massive suitcase going into the hospital and people be thinking, oh, what's she doing? That's just me. So I had this bag. It's massive Under Armour bag. So, man, let me just... So this is what it looks like. It's got loads of space inside. It had like side compartments. Yeah, so, and you can, well, you can either put it over your shoulder with this strap or carry it on your arms with these small straps. So that is the bag I used, and it was full to the brim. Then, okay, this is going to be, I hope I remember everything, but you know, you can make your own decisions what you want to take in with you anyway, but the essentials I'll try and include. So I'll start with like clothing and stuff. Make sure you take loads of underwear. Silly, I know, but luckily for me, my mother could take my washing in and out. Sometimes now, some places, because of COVID and everything, you're not really supposed to be having visitors sometimes. I don't know, it's different everywhere. So make sure you got loads and loads of underwear, just in case, because who knows? You don't know what's going to happen. Yeah, so make sure loads of underwear, fluffy socks, especially if it's winter, because it does get quite cold in hospitals. If it's summer, maybe, you know, don't wear something so warm. I was there just coming out of winter, so it was still a bit cold, but it was okay. Clothes wise, so I just wore comfy clothes all the time. I didn't want to stay in my pyjamas all day like some people do, because I felt it would make me feel a bit better if I got out of my pyjamas and like wore proper clothes. But obviously I didn't want to wear jeans just sitting around in my room all day. So I wore this set most days. So it's like leggings, comfy material and a top to match it, and then I'd have like a cardigan over or a jumper or something. I put a picture in of this because I took loads of pictures in hospital. I don't know why, but you get bored. Also, trackies. Tracksuit bottoms, really soft inside as well. Wore these a lot. And I had a red pair as well, which I wore a lot. And I think I wore a grey pair. Also, I'll show pictures of them. Main tops, I barely wear like bras and things. It'll just be like sports, you know, like these sports bras or anything like that. Something comfortable, and like jumpers. If most of the time when you're in hospital, you'll have a cannula in your arm, or if you're in for like, if you know, for chemo treatments or anything like that, you'd more likely be like have a PICC line. So I'd recommend to wear cardigans so you can get your arm out easily, and for the nurses or doctors to access your line. or like short sleeves things, you know, maybe something this length, or just something that makes your arm like an easy access to. So long sleeve I'd avoid if I was you. Other clothes, obviously enough pairs of pyjamas. I had loads of pyjamas with me. I had, I think it was 7 different pairs maybe. And most of them, mine were like long trousers. I did have 1 pair of shorts, just in case I get too hot in the night, but I was fine. It wasn't too cold there, warm there. Right, another must-have that I say you need is a blanket. Because, you know, the beds in the hospital, they're not the comfiest. You have a sheet and 1 pillow. So I took a massive fluffy blanket with me. I'll show a picture of that as well. And it just made me feel a lot more cosy, and I could cuddle into it, and it just made me feel a lot more homely. I also had a V pillow, which I found really helped because the beds aren't comfortable. You had one flat pillow that they give you, because you know, there's shortages and things, isn't there? So this pillow really helped me, like a, you know, a V type pillow. It was much more comfortable. What else did I have? Slippers. I always take slippers because you don't really wear shoes in the hospital, really. Or if you do wear shoes, take comfortable shoes you can just slip on and off. Also, I did take a dressing gown, which I wore once, so maybe depends if you wear things like that. Whatever you find comfortable, really, just make sure it's comfortable clothing, and like I said, easy access to the arm. I think that's about it for clothes wise. If there's anything else, I'll add in as a list, because I know me, I probably have forgotten something. Okay, next up I'm going to be talking about what toiletries and things like that I think is good to take in with you when you go for a long stay. So, my essentials. Deodorant. I took deodorant with me, put it on every day, as I do anyway. Made me feel a lot more fresh. I had a shower every day anyway, but you know, it does help. So hand cream, I was using this hemp Body Shop cream, because your hands do just tend to get dry, especially if you're washing them a lot in the hospital and you're sanitising them, so this did really help. My lips were terribly dry in hospital. This was my saviour. What was it? Moisturising lip balm. Brilliant. Carmex. A lot of people use this, I think. You can get them in like B&M bargains and things like that. The trusty old dry shampoo. I use this quite a lot. I use this a lot at home anyway, because I don't like washing my hair every day. When I was in hospital though, my hair was a lot shorter, but it just helped keep it fresh, you know. If you've got one of these, just an electric like shaver, razor, whatever, take it with you, because you know they always look at your legs, or they make you put your arm up and you don't have hairy legs or an armpit in the doctor's face, you know. So these were really handy, just quick if you know, because when I was in the shower I couldn't stand up for too long because I was getting too weak. So I could sit down and use this, happy days, you know, it was quick and easy. Next thing as well, I took these wipes, they're antiviral hand wipes. I'd use them mostly after I eat food, or if I'd eat anything like with my hands, you know, fruit or something, just to keep myself clean, because I needed to make sure that I'd keep clean and everything, because I was so, like, my immune system was so suppressed. It was so important for me to keep everything clean and, you know, sanitised really. Shampoo and conditioner, you know, body wash, you need to make sure you take all of them with you, because they don't tend to have them in hospitals usually. Moisturiser, my skin was getting so dry because the air in the hospital is quite dry, so make sure you take moisturiser with you. Toothbrush, toothpaste, the basics, you know, basically what you take on holiday. I think that's it from toiletries then. You know, make sure you have hair bobbles, hair grips, clips and things, just in case you want to get your hair out your face. I did take my makeup bag, but I didn't wear it, so didn't wear any of my makeup really, because you don't see anybody. You're in this room stuck in there all day, all night, so nobody sees you. I think that's it for toiletries. Yeah. Entertainment. So, Nintendo Switch. I took this in with me. I bought it just before I went in, and this was my saviour. I was like, oh, I'm not really going to use it, but I'll take it just in case. I was on this a lot, playing Harry Potter Lego, and I was hooked by the end. So yeah, I recommend getting this. Unfortunately, I don't play it as much now, but you know, it came in handy for that 3 weeks. A book, I didn't start reading until my 3rd week there, because I wasn't really good at concentrating, but take a book with you. But it depends where you're going, because they told me that if if I was bringing a book in, it had to be brand new and not second hand or anything, because it can, I don't know what it was, but something about the paper being old is bad for your lungs or something. I'm not too sure. So yeah, just make sure if you are taking a book, it's either on a Kindle or a brand new book, which mine was. iPad or laptop. I took my iPad because it's smaller, and I'd be watching Netflix, you know, films. I'd be watching anything on this, just to keep me occupied, really. Just make sure everything's up to date with there. You took your take all your chargers and everything, and yeah, nothing else I can say about that. Oh, I also play games on this as well. Notepads, diary. When I was in hospital, I put in everything. I'm gonna show you everything in my diary about how I felt, what happened that day, what my bloods were doing, just so I could keep track, because my memory wasn't the best. It still isn't really, and I'd forget things quite easily. So if they were in the diary, I'd remember. I took a notepad with me so I can jot down loads of things. Like sometimes I get these ideas and I'm thinking, oh, and then I forget about them. So I put them all in a notepad, and like to-do lists and what I want to do when I get home, things like that really, which came in handy. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. If there's anything else that I'd recommend to take in. Oh, I had a colouring book in the end as well with me. Just things that you think that will keep you occupied, because you are going to be there for, you know, 24 hours a day for however long they keep you in for, and you need to keep yourself occupied because you will get bored. And you know, the tellies aren't the best. Sometimes the tellies don't even work, so make sure you've got some sort of thing that if you like to watch films or TV shows or whatever. I'm trying to think what else I took with me for the 3 weeks. I think that was about it really. Oh, I had a bag full, you know, like them big bags you get in the supermarket for your food shop. I had one of them full of snacks. Hospital food isn't the best, we all know that, and they don't have any snacks really. So I had loads of crisps in there, loads of sweets and chocolates, some fruit, just to keep me going, just in case I fancied it between meals, which I did end up eating the whole bag after the 3 weeks. But I'm a snacker anyway, so I think that's about it. If there's anything else, obviously I'll add a list in, like I said, but they're the main things I suggest you take. Obviously your phone. Yeah, phone, chargers. Oh, if you are going in and you're already on medication, make sure you take your medication with you, just so they know what you're on and what, you know, what to give you and everything, so they don't get anything wrong. Yeah, I think that's about it for that one. When I came out of hospital, the first time I ever went in, I was like, oh, I don't know how often I'm going to be coming in and out, and I was only in then for 7 days, but because of temperature spikes and things, you have to go straight away, and you're in a bit of a rush, you haven't got time to dawdle, you know, if you've got a high temperature, you've got to go type thing. So I recommend you get an emergency bag sorted. I call it the emergency hospital bag. So this is mine. It's literally just like a rucksack, just a backpack. And in there I've got 2 pairs of pyjamas. Oh, a couple of pairs of fluffy socks. My hospital slippers, as I like to call them, because I don't wear them around the house. I've got a toilet bag that's already got a toothbrush in there, moisturiser, or a spray. Oh yeah, smellies. Make sure you take sprays with you. I use these a lot. And body wash and shampoo. These are really handy. These things are really handy to take with you because they're, you know, they're light, easy to fill and things, and you can just keep them in your bag just so they're ready to go. What else have I got in here? Oh, an eye mask, because sometimes if you're on the wards, you know, they don't turn the lights off for a while, or also take earplugs with you, because if you're in a bay with other people, it could get quite loud and busy in the nights and stuff. So yeah, take earplugs or headphones or something. I'm trying to think what else. Oh, underwear, pack in your emergency bag. And I would, if you're expected to go in and out often, I've taken these out of there now, obviously, because I haven't been going back and forth to hospital. But I would pack iPad and a book and my Switch, just so I've got some entertainment. Also a small thing of dry shampoo. And that's about it really. And then I make sure just before I go that I got my chargers in there. And yeah, and I think that's about it. You know, if there's anything else, you know, if people are watching this and they've been in themselves and they've got any other recommendations, pop them in the comments just so other people know what they need to take in with them, just in case I've missed something out. But these are the things of what I took with me. Oh, I also took, for the 3-week one, I wasn't sure whether I was going to be having chemo or not, and I wasn't sure if I'd be losing my hair. So I did take this wig with me, but I didn't use it. And even if I needed to, I don't think I would have, because nobody saw me anyway, so I would just be free, you know. And I think that's about it. I don't think there's anything else that I can think of that you need to take in with you. And then when you're in there, people can bring you things anyway or drop stuff off. So if you think, oh, I could do with that, I could do this, just ask them to bring them in. But they're the things I think initially you should take. There we are, so that's the end of this video. So basically what to take to hospital, what to put in your hospital bag, basically. I hope you enjoyed it. But yeah, I'll carry on doing the videos. These are quite interesting to do, especially for people who are going into hospital, and it helps them know what they need to take and need to pack. So yeah, so subscribe and like the video and comment if you've got any other ideas to put in your hospital bag, and please share if you've got Instagram or something. This is my Instagram. Share the page and share like the YouTube things, just so it can help people, because that's really what I want to, you know, put out there. I want to help other people. I have got a good idea coming up soon. I just need to work on it quite a bit before I actually put it on my YouTube channel, and obviously I got other people to get involved in this, so it's going to take a bit of time. But I have got a good plan coming up soon, so stay tuned, because it will get interesting, I think. I think it'll be interesting anyway. Okay, well, anyway, thank you very much, and see you again.